The final shift of game number 1. 1 minute and 10 seconds remain. Shorzy, that's your puck. That's your puck. Give your balls a tug. There we go. No empty net. No way. Shorzy is going to the box for boarding. I don't even think I hit the guy, to be honest with you. I'm pretty sure it was my teammate in Steven Stamkos. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure Shorzy did not even make contact with the man. It was actually Steven Stamkos. Let's take a look. Who is that? Is that Scheifele? I can't even tell. It's Appleton. And there it is. Steven Stamkos is the first guy to hit him. Shorzy does come in and we tag team him. Oh my God. I mean, you can't get any closer than tag teaming somebody in the corner, right? But why does Stammer get off scot-free, but Shorzy has to spend 2 in the sin bin? Like, what is that? That is just clear racism by the referees. All right, the story is set. 5 minutes left in overtime. Shorzy has 49 goals on the regular season so far, and I'm playing my former team. Win that puck battle. Oh, nice. Up to me. Shorzy gone on the breakaway to win the game. Bang! There it is. 50 goals, a game winner, and a 4-goal game against his former team here in the Utah Hockey Club, as we pick up the victory in my first game back in front of the Stormin' Mormons. Win that draw. We're not winning a lot of draws, I've noticed. Body you, bang, rebound, and Fleet. Oh no, Shorzy, he's down. Oh no, he cut into the middle of the ice, and Shorzy just got knocked off his rocker. Who was it? Oh, Devon Toews just destroyed my man, and he has been injured. There's a rebound. Devon Toews. Come on, Devon Toews. Here we go. Devon Toews and Shorzy. It's time to get revenge. I can't believe he fucking dropped the gloves. It's over for you now, bud. It is over for you. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back live yet again, and today we start our brand new GM mode in NHL 25, bringing back the Quebec City Nordiques. Been a while. Obviously, Gary Bettman, he would not allow this shit to happen, but luckily GM Pasta made some deals on the side, maybe flipped Gary a few $100 bills. And all of a sudden, we got Nordique hockey, or Nordiques hockey, back in QC, back in the NHL. And you're probably wondering, where is the expansion draft? No expansion draft needed. We have relocated the scum of the NHL. The Buffalo Sabres are no longer a franchise. W's in the chat, first off. And second off, they actually now have an opportunity to compete for a Stanley Cup with a great management group in front of them. And now in a brand new city, Buffalo, you guys don't have to suffer any longer. The pain is over. So, let's take a look at this roster and let's see who we have on our team. Relocating the Buffalo Sabres, we are going to have exactly who they had on their roster. And honestly, it looks pretty good. A lot of these guys are very young and still have a ton of room to develop. I mean, Tage Thompson, he's a 90 overall as our best player. Or at least best forward. We got Talk and Jack Quinn on that first line. Benson, Norris, and Pekturka. Greenway alongside Ryan McLeod and Jason Zucker. And defensively, we got some pieces, man. Dahlin and Power, 21 and 24 years of age. I mean, Rasmus Dahlin already is a 92 overall. Not to mention Bowen Byram. We also got Connor Clifton alongside Bernard Docker and then Samuelson to round out our decor. And 2 young goaltenders in Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen and none other than Devin Levi, who most likely is going to be the future of this team. So we have some work to do, obviously. Overall, the team's not that bad. Like, this is a pretty solid roster. I don't know what has gone wrong in Buffalo, but I'm here to rewrite the entirety of the story. And now to start out the legend of the Quebec Nordiques back in the NHL. Buffalo, I apologize. I had to relocate your team. Your franchise has been a dump. 14 years of missing the playoffs is unacceptable. So now, for year number 1, looking at our roster, I mean, we're young. I don't really know if I want to make any trades. We could potentially go out and get a young forward, maybe a winger, although a young centerman would be the guy to go after. We got Benson and Pekturka. They're signed, I believe, for a few more years. JJ does have 1 year left on his contract. Zach Benson, he's got 2, I believe. 3 years, so all these guys are young. I feel like we just ride it out, honestly, for at least year number 1 and then see what we can do. Decor, I mean, somebody to play along Bowen Byram would be great, although usually Bowen Byram doesn't fit a lot of these coaching systems. He somehow fits alongside Connor Clifton. What if we move up Samuelson? Does he work? Samuelson does not work. Bernard Docker, he works, but then we lose that +1 in our top 6. So we can scour the NHL and see if there's any young centermen that we can add to the team. I'm going to take or keep Tage Thompson for now at least. I don't think I'm going to be moving off of him. How are we doing today, chat? We're live yet again. More general manager stuff going. And I got to bring a Stanley Cup to QC, baby. Quebec City. And it worked out perfectly because I removed Buffalo. We slot in nicely in the Atlantic Division. Let me look at centerman. They have Oilers legend, right? Don't even say legend, brother. Get the hell out of here with that. Miss me with that BS. So, Mason McTavish, I believe he's got, does he have an extension? Maybe he doesn't. I actually don't even know. 84 overall. He's a power forward. Could be a guy we go after. Leo Carlson's another guy, considering he's pretty young, playmaker. I don't know why he fits in our bottom 6. He's only an 83. Trade value a little bit higher. Casey Middlestat, no. If I'm going to go out and get a young guy, or if I'm going to go out and get anybody, it will be a young centerman. It's not going to be like a 28, 29-year-old. Like, it's going to be a younger guy. Logan Stankoven, does he play any center? He's a sniper, fits on our second forward line. That would actually be a great guy to go after, Logan Stankoven. He's only 21 years of age, still pretty young. Bedard, not getting him. Nazar, no thank you. Nobody on Colorado. I'm just looking. Fantilli, another guy we could go after. Power forward also. Big guy. Could be your second line center behind TNT. Passed on his arc. I'm on my GM arc, chat. On my GM arc. Wyatt Johnston, I don't like the way he sims in this game. Dylan Larkin, too old. Marco Casper, 3 years left on his rookie contract. He's a two-way guy. Okay, so I'm just going to ride off. Not into the sunset, but for year number 1, we're not going to make really any changes. We're going to see how this team simulates, because overall, we could sneak into the playoffs. That could be a very good possibility. Season goals. Before we go ahead, let's set some season goals. Let's see if some players can actually have some good seasons. So, Rasmus Dahlin. Let's go stat-based challenge for this season. I want him to get 50 apples on the year. I would like a Pelly replacement. What do you mean by that? I loved McLeod. Miss him. I don't miss him at all, brother. That guy was allergic to scoring goals. Absolutely allergic. Kind of like Trent Frederick. Not a skill bone in his body. The dude was fast as all hell, but, I mean, he couldn't bury anything. He couldn't put down a dead dog. All right, 40 goals for TNT. I believe that's a fair challenge for him. Justo is a perfect guy to replace Pelly. When am I going to finish Spider-Man, brother? I didn't start Spider-Man. What do you mean? I need a Pelly replacement too. He never shows up anymore. Yeah, we do need to find another daily ban. All right, let's go stat-based challenge for Owen Power. 30 apples is fine for him. 30 apples should be good. Hope Savoy turns into a good player. I'm willing to bet he will. I'm almost certain that he's going to be a better hockey player than Ryan McLeod. Way more upside. Devin Levi, we don't need to worry about that. Do we have any cap? We have Rasmus Dahlin still as the captain. All right, sim to the regular season. The maximum cap is $88 million, so that's not too shabby. When are you going to finish Spider-Man, though? You never started. And there we go. Bernard Docker, he's not interested in signing an extension. I don't even know. I must have been cooking in here, signing extensions right off the bat. He's not going to sign, but that's all good. My Excellency 2K after the game. Nah, I'm probably going to go to the gym after the game. Seriously, I did not. I did this before past. I got Stamkos and Gensel were really bad, though. On Quebec City? Why would you get two older players, brother? All right, let me overwrite the save file. And let's start the season simulation for year number 1 of the Quebec City Nordiques, baby. Back in the NHL. Better than ever. And we're ready to go. Did I relocate Buffalo? You're goddamn right I did. That dumpster fire is no more. Save your tears for another day. The suffering in Buffalo is indeed over. You guys don't have to worry about it. It is a new day in the NHL. We got a Canadian team back. Honestly, for maybe the first 2 seasons, I would not be mad or be opposed at all being bad. I feel like we probably need another piece or two until we start to grow into a cup contender, as all of our players are very, very young. Why doesn't Pelly show up if he's mod? You gotta ask him, brother. Who cares, Hawks fan? Calm down, Melatonin. You don't need to come in so hot. Should have relocated Toronto. No. Buffalo hasn't made the playoffs in 14 years. And did I just see the St. Louis Blues were 4-10 to start the season? That's terrible. Now, one thing that's going to go against us is we're in the Atlantic. And at least for the first, 5 years, it's going to be tough, man. A lot of these teams are good. A lot of them sim well, and even some of the other teams that aren't well nailed, like Montreal, they become good in a few seasons. So we're going to have a lot of competition to just at least make the playoffs. It's going to be tough. It's going to be very, very tough. Avs are Nordiques, except that actually Buffalo are the Nordiques, buddy. Is Jordan Binnington underrated? I'm not going to say he's underrated nor overrated. Probably properly rated. Hello, Pasta. What's up, brother? Melatonin for the daily ban? I mean, maybe. It's not up to me. How do I stream NHL 25 on my PS5? I go out, I get a toaster, and I plug it into my wall, and then I plug my PlayStation into the toaster, and then it just all works out after that. Should have just added 33 teams. We already did an expansion draft. Fuck that. Buffalo shit. Haven't made the playoffs in 14 years. It's time for some change. It is time for some change. If they have vintage logos in the game, why isn't the Coyotes one in there? They're not in there. I don't know. I guess because they only got relocated last year. I have no idea. But they do have vintage logos in NHL 25. Unfortunately, the Coyotes were just not one of them. They were just not one of them. Your toaster exploded. I really did come at the worst possible time. Oh, man. Melatonin for the daily band. Get the crackhead band. Damn, we're calling him a crackhead now. All right, I'm actually really surprised. 28, 20, and 4, hovering around a wild card spot. We potentially could make the playoffs in year number 1, which would be good, although I'd probably rather not make it in year 1. I feel like that would be a little bit better. Also I forgot to take a new note down, baby. The QC Nordiques. We got to go their record. What is it? 24-25? 24-25. There we go. Not too bad. Just ready for the game tonight. Wondering if I have to spend money on a championship shirt to support my local team. Game 7. The best 2 words in all of sports. Game 7. Can I do a watch party for NBA Finals? No. I'm going to enjoy that on my couch. All right. 20, 32, 25, and 4. I'm not even going to bother heading into the trade deadline. We're not going after anybody. We're not making a strong push because we're not a Stanley Cup contender. Still a few seasons away from that. But we will be just fine. Pacers going to win. We'll see. OKC's on home court. Pasta is dumb. All right, brother. Thank you. I appreciate that a lot. Thunder in 7. Chat, who wins Game 7 tonight? Who will it be? I'm taking the OKC Thunder. I think on home court. They've never lost 2 games all season in a row. So I feel like that also is in their favor. I feel like the Pacers, man. They just have all the heart in the world. But on home court, that defense will suffocate the offense of Indiana. Don't know, don't watch ball. Even though we haven't made the playoffs in 14 years, soon to be 15, I get to flex that the Sabres are 5-1 against the Rangers and the Leafs in the playoffs. Damn. That's crazy. The opposite team that Noah's cheering for is winning. What do you mean the opposite team? Did I hear that the Suns traded Katie? I did see that to the Rockets for Jalen Green. I believe Dylan Brooks, a first and then like 5 second rounders, something like that. Make a vid where you make a team for every letter in the alphabet. I'm good. How many letters are in the alphabet? Shorzy is a legend. He is a legend. He is a legend indeed. All right. Season number 1 is done. We didn't make the playoffs, but that is all good. We had a solid season. A very, very solid season. The Quebec City Nordiques, the year number 1 being back in the National Hockey League. Unfortunately, they didn't make the playoffs. 41, 35, and 6 was our record. 88 points on the season. We are in a very, very tough division in the Atlantic. How did Boston win 48 games? So it'll be probably a few years until we get back into the playoff mix. But again, our team is very young, so remember that. Thunder up. Yes, sir, brother. 41 and 41 if counting OT losses. The definition of 500. Obviously, Tage Thompson would be our best player. 44 goals on the season, only 79 points, but he does not have really great elite line mates just yet. Dahlin had 66, Alex Tuck with 65, Jason Zucker was honestly pretty decent for us. John Jason Pekturka, 23 goals, 54 points. Somehow was a -1. We got Josh Norris putting up 53. And for our goalie tandem, Luukkonen really dominated. He played 72 games, only winning 35 of them. Had a .912 save percentage. Devin Levi is still a few seasons away from becoming our starting goaltender, having an .890 save percentage on the season. So he's only young, 23 years of age. He'll be fine. All right. Sasha Barkov's going to lead the league in scoring, 113 points. Marshy still on the Florida Panthers, obviously. He had a 60-goal season? No way. The Rat, Brad Marchand, had 60 goals on the year. He led the entire NHL, more than Pasta, Mikko, McKinnon, Matthews, McDavid. I guess Brad Marchand is indeed the GOAT in this simulation. That's absurd. That is fucking wild, man. That's crazy. Dry me should be mod. No. Good way not to get mod, brother. There we go. W goalies. W Brad Marchand. Putting up 60 goals in the season. Kind of absurd, in my opinion. Burnaby, Sakic, and Fappa are Nord Avs legends. Okay. Reimer's ass. James Reimer? Yeah, he is pretty ass. Good way not to get mod. Very good way not to get mod. As we go to the end of the season, and now the real work will begin. All right, Blues legend Tage Thompson. Yep. Had like 12 goals in 4 years with St. Louis, something like that. You can take the Sabres out of Buffalo, but you can't take the Buffalo out of the Sabres. What about the Nordiques? The Quebec City Lecaxagers. Oh. All right, let's go to playoff tree. Somehow the Vegas Golden Knights yet again are going to win another bubble ring, Mickey Mouse ass ring, beating the fraudulent Carolina Hurricanes in 6 games in the Stanley Cup Finals. We got Brad Marchand will win the Lindsay and Maurice Richard, Art Ross to Sasha Barkov in the Hart Trophy. Cale Makar is going to win the Norris. Riley Smith is the Conn Smythe Trophy winner for the playoffs. Connor Hellebuyck wins another Vezina, and for the Selke, that'll go to JT Miller. Chat, remind me, free agency day number 1 to sign a head coach. Please and thank you. As we sim towards the NHL draft, the Anaheim Ducks, where are we sitting at here? Unfortunately for QC, we actually had a very good season, so we're going to select 15th overall in the first round. We don't get a top 5 pick, but we could also potentially move up, or we stay at 15 and just try to or we stay at 15 and just try to take the best prospect available. It will be a debate for sure. I'm that 14-year-old you curse the Sabres past it. Don't worry, brother. We're in QC now. We're going to get it done. Not only are we going to make the playoffs, we're also going to win a cup. Guaranteed. Picture Bob, he's asking after free agency. I'm not getting banned for counting. All right, we're going to head into the draft now, and we are going to see what we can do. Now, year number 1. Roger McQueen would be that centerman that I would love to go after, but that would result in us getting, like, what? A top 3 pick. He's probably going to go 3rd overall. We could take Misa. Porter Martone is there also. Spence. Who is ranked 15th? At 15, it would be like an Anton Frundell, Connor Carter-Bear, Coots is there. Not a lot of great, like, legit prospects that develop into pretty much anything in this universe. So, do we want to move up, chat? Do we try to move up to number 3 and select Roger McQueen? The Utah Iceman legend. Who would we give up, though? We'd probably have to give up definitely our first rounder, our 15th overall. Give up a 3rd and a 4th into the trade. I don't know if that's going to go through. Hold up. Let me add in a 3rd rounder of next year. Let's see. Attempting to move up in the draft to 3rd overall to probably select Roger McQueen. That would be the guy that we are going after. We got our 15th overall pick, a round 3 pick, a round 4 pick, and one from next season. And the Penguins are totally unwilling to go through with that trade offer, so we'd probably have to throw in a skater to make this deal go through. We could go after Helenas here. Helenas, 75 overall, 19 years of age. Throw him into the trade. Not a lot of trade value. We definitely got to take somebody back. I mean, we could take Novak, maybe even Rickard Raquel. Novak for 3 years. Add him to the trade. And the Pittsburgh Penguins do not want to give up their pick. I don't think we're getting 3rd overall, chat. I mean, we don't have a lot to really offer them. Everybody that we would offer them would be guys that we want to keep. Maybe Alex Tuch, but he's on a good contract. 4-7 for 4 seasons. JJ Peterka, Jack Quinn. No, thank you. I'm good. All right. We'll get out of here. How do you get stripped of mod? What do you mean, how do you get stripped of mod, brother? When I decide you are no longer a mod. Oh, we can't even get Frondell. All right. Keeping our pick at 15th overall. I mean, who is available that we could potentially go after? Could get Ravensburg in, although he usually doesn't develop that well. Gabriel Diego is on the board. He's ranked 79th, so we actually could get him if we want to. Do we go after Carter Bear, the sniper, or potentially Braden Coots? I mean, Philip Ekberg is there. He's a playmaker. How long until he gets 2 years? Similar style to Joe Thornton. Sakic is on the board. He's got Joe Thornton as well. No, he does not. I hate how slow this is, dude. How fucking... Like, what are we doing here? He's NHL ready. Davis Sack is... Okay, you know what? I'm going to take... he's a grinder. You know what? We need a grinder. The Quebec City Nordiques need a little bit more grit on their squad, so we're going to take Davis Sackis from the United States, 76 overall, top 6 medium potential, and he's NHL ready immediately. Justo Kenobi, thank you for the $5 super chat, brother. For those calling for me to be mod, I will say this. If Pasta wants to be a mod, then he will mod me. If he doesn't, then he won't. Also ban Bella. Rips in the chat for Bella. All right, let's move up to pick 47. We could take Gabriel Diego, chat. I think I am going to take Diego. If he's on the board, is he here? Gabriel Diego, backup, hybrid. He's a ways away from making the NHL. Starter, medium potential. He definitely can grow, though. We've played against him multiple times and be a pro, so I'm not worried at all. Rip Bella. Yeah, Bella is gone. Indeed, she is. Someone asked how to get stripped of mod, so I gave him the steps. There you go. All right, we're going to head into the re-sign phase now. Try to bring back some players. Who do we got to re-sign? So, Bowen Byram. He is a restricted free agent. JJ, he's locked up long-term. I must have offered him a contract extension. Jack Quinn also is locked up. So, yeah, we're sitting pretty. Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen makes 4-7. I don't really like that. All right, Bowen Byram, how much money do we have? 15 million cap space. What is he asking for? He wants 6-3 for 6 seasons, chat. What if we give him a modified no trade clause? Go down by a year? No. Okay, so we'd have to lower the salary. I give him 6 mil. We could actually probably go less than that, though. 5-9. All right, so it would have to be like 5-9-7-5, 6 full seasons with a modified no trade clause in the mix for none other than the 24-year-old Bowen Byram. Bang, there we go. I'll get back to you later tonight. Do we have to sign anybody else? Bernard Docker, we want to bring him back also. I'm going to qualify him, and then we're going to offer him a contract. 2 years at 2.7. I'll give you that. He accepts. Beautiful. Peyton Krebs got a year left on his contract. So does Rosen. We got to sign... do we sign our young guy that we drafted? I'm going to wait a year. Actually, do we want... we can play him in the American Hockey League. We can play him in the AHL. Sign him to his entry-level... Oh my god, man. Entry-level deal. There we go. I'm just stuttering so many words today. Brandstrom at a 75. Nah, he's 25 years old. I'm good. Melatonin, that's the best way to get mod. What did Melatonin say? What did he say? Just will abuse mod. Don't know what that means, brother. Do not know what that means. I think there's a good chance that Dustin Schwartz will get fired. Good. Get him out of here. Get him the hell out of here. There we go. Bowen Byram's locked up for at least the 6 seasons ahead of us. Coaching staff. Who do we have as our head coach? His name is Ben. He's got an A-. What's his first name? Matt Ben. Does he fit with our team? He's got a pretty good scheme fit, chat. Pretty good scheme fit indeed. Fits with Dahlin, Tage Thompson. I mean, do we keep this guy? I wish you could view who is on the board. Actually, I think you can. Hold up a minute. Coaching staff. We're going to go to free agency now. Leo and Dry Me are all goated. Okay, brother. Cool. Can you do a custom roster from 2000? If there's one made, I ain't making that shit. Hell no. All right, Mitch Marner. Look at this, chat. Every single time I have a team like where we have no salary cap, Mitch Marner always walks to free agency. 95 overall, asking for $14 million. Coaching staff. Ben is our head coach. Let's go to hire coach. Who is on the board here? Rick Tocchet at an A+. He fits defenseman. He has the same scheme fit. I don't know, chat. Do we go after a Rick Tocchet? Jim Montgomery. Is there all... Ooh, Montgomery really fits. You know what? We're firing our head coach. We are firing our head coach, chat. Ben, I apologize, but goodbye, dude. See you later. All right. Pasta doesn't have the time to make a roster. Hell no, dude. All right. So what about Bellamy? Moses, Bellamy, A+ across the board. He has a 70 scheme fit. A+ offense, A+ defense. He's a generalist. Help develop and grow all of our players. We might have to go after this guy, dude. I don't think Montgomery's the guy. Because he specializes in coaching veterans. I don't know. I think we go after this Bellamy guy. Head coach. He wants a lot of money. Let's sign him long term. We'll go 8 years and give him the max. Bellamy, he good? He is good. He fits our team the best. And his specialty is developing young players, which is what we have on this team. $9 million, 8 seasons. Bang. There we go. And while we're at it, we're going to hire an assistant, an associate coach. Let me look at our current one right now. Assistant, or is this assistant? It is assistant. All right. That is penalty kill, C-. We got to fire you. Fire you. Goodbye. What about our associate? Does he have a good power play? No, he does not. That is AHL. My bad. Our associate coach. No. He's got to have a better power play than B. Goodbye. Let's hire some coaches. Don't get Ryan. He's washed. No, I'm good. All right, associate coaching. Let's take a look here. Defenseman. We got to look at their power play. Associate is power play. Assistant is PK. C, no thank you. Veteran, C. We're going to find a good one. Don't worry. B, power play. B, power play. A+. There it is. Offer this guy 8 years. Give him a whole bunch of money so he will sign with our team. Get Sider. He the GOAT. Sider is the GOAT. Chat, you guys see this lagging? Like, I can't even sign anybody without this game lagging. That's crazy. All right, assistant head coaches. Where are they at? They're way down here. Let's take a look at the PK. The penalty kill. Get Derek Ryan. Crazy lag. How you doing? I'm doing great, Jordan. How about yourself? There it is. Connor Rupp. A-. He's the guy. Sign him long-term, too, so we don't have to do this every season. EA lag. Bellamy is his last name. Bellamy is indeed his last name. So there we go. Offer him the max. Bang. There we go. Scouts. Do we have scouts hired? We got 3, 1, 1, 1. Yeah, we don't need to hire scouts yet. Pasta wants my... I don't even know what that means, brother. I have no idea. W coaching. I'm praying they will sign. And then we go to free agency. How much money do we have to spend? We got $8 million. I don't think we're going to make a deal. We could go after a veteran guy. Also, Sam Bennett at 5'4" would not be terrible. Sam Bennett would not be bad. He could be our second line center. 29 years of age, 5-year contract at 5'4". I mean, I'll offer him that contract. I don't think he's going to sign it, though. Modified no trade clause. Bang. There we go. Justo coming in hot with a $5 super chat. Ban Derek Ryan. There we go. Beautiful. Rips in the chat to Derek Ryan. All right, just going to eat some corn rolls. You excited for Game 7 tonight, brother? The best 2 words in all of sports. Game 7, baby. Jake Allen. No. We got our 2 goalies all straightened out. I don't think we sign anybody, chat. Unless there is a defenseman on the market. Provorov, no thank you. Gavrikov. Does he fit? Defensive defenseman fits on our second penalty killing line. Who do we have for defenseman right now? Let's take a look. Duchesne is a diva. He will go cupless. How is Matt Duchesne a diva? All right. Yeah, we got 6D locked up. I think we leave it until next year. Then we probably don't re-sign Connor Clifton. And now we sim to next season. I should stream Game 7. I'm good. The makeup of your roster is exactly what I'm looking for, except there we go. We got our head coach locked up long-term. Beautiful. And there we go. Connor Rupp will be our assistant coach. And then our associate Bang, there we go. Locked everybody up, baby. And then Sam Bennett also signed with the team. The Quebec City Nordiques already building a future, hopefully a future dynasty. Laughable signing from the Dirty Stars. Okay. Play Grow a Garden. I'm good, brother. When are we getting Shore's UFC career? You teased last summer once the new UFC game comes out. UFC 5 or whatever hell we're on right now is trash. So, no thank you. All right, let me move up. Does Jack Quinn fit? JJ Peckturka, though, can play on that top line. And maybe Jack Quinn alongside Benson and Norris. I want to play my young guys. Those are who I want to play. So, Benson, he shoots left. Does Quinn shoot left? Quinn shoots right. All right, so Sam Bennett, Quinn, and Benson, Norris, Krebs, Zucker, Ryan McLeod, Rosen, and Greenway. There's our forward core. Defensively, Power and Dahlin. What a unit they are. Dear God. And Pekka. Ooh, look at that. Devin Levi already. I think we sell on Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen, chat. I think we sell off of him. Time is most definitely on our side. All of our young guys have grown. We got Thompson up to a 91. Tuck is an 87. JJ Peckturka all the way up to an 86. Benson's an 84. He'll play alongside Sam Bennett, who we signed in free agency. We got Krebs, Zucker, and Norris as our third line. Greenway, McLeod, and Rosen as our fourth line. Defensively, I mean, Power and Dahlin might be the best D pair in the entire NHL. Byram and Clifton. Then we got Samuelson and Bernard Docker. And look at Devin Levi, already an 87 overall, and he's only 23 years of age. That man is a man that is going to be good for a very long time. How old is Peyton Krebs? He's only 24. Man, this roster's so young, dude. Josh Norris is 26. Zucker's 33. What about Ryan McLeod? We move up McLeod on that third line. Zucker can go over here. Rosen is 22. Greenway, and we'll put Thompson down the middle. Big season out of TNT. Big season out of TNT. I've been on the rebrand. Your roster is bum. This team already exists in Colorado. No, it doesn't, buddy. I don't know what weed you are smoking, but I don't think it's working. All right, Dahlin, Tuck, Thompson. That's all good there. Beautiful. Before we go ahead and set the season goals, is there any contracts that I gotta possibly extend? Anybody need an extension? Peyton Krebs does. We can potentially sign him. He might be the only guy. Devin Levi locked up for at least a few more seasons. Beautiful. All right, so Peyton Krebs. What is he asking for? Leo, he relocated Buffalo. He wants 4-2 for 3 years. That is a projection that Peyton Krebs is going to be a good player. 24 years old, 84 overall. We could give him like a modified no trade clause and try to lower the AAV. $4 million, 3 years for Peyton Krebs. I mean, I'm comfortable with that. He's already at 84, top 6 medium potential. Bang. There we go. No rush to make a decision. All right, so season goals. Tage Thompson, I want him to win the Art Ross. No, the Maurice Richard. We're going to go Maurice Richard for Tage Thompson. Long-term, an award challenge, the Richard Trophy. There we go. End that conversation. For Dahlin, I want him winning the North, so we got to put him on all the power play units. Make sure he gets enough ice time. Rasmus Dahlin. Hello, GM Pasta. Hello, brother. How you doing? Just keep getting 24 for the weirdest shit. We're going to make you win the Norris Trophy. Bang, there we go. End conversation. Do we want to do one for Devin Levi, considering he's still very young? I think we got to do one for JJ and Devin Levi. Season goal. Long term. Let's go stat challenge. Win 35 games, 45 games. We want you to challenge for the #1 job. I don't think he's going to win 35 games or 45. We're going to go #1 job. There we go. 9-10 save percentage. End conversation. He's banned for 24 every stream he's been in. Did Buddy come back? Did that guy come back? No way. Where's JJ? Peckturka. He had 23 goals last season. I don't think he's going to score much more than that. Long term. Stat-based challenge for Jason. 40 goals, 30 apples. He can easily do 30 apples easily. Brian hasn't been here yet. Who? Are you guys some owls? Damn. I don't think I'm going to set any other goals. That should be all as we advance now to the regular season. Bellamy, let's go, brother. I want to make the playoffs this year. I want to contend for a playoff position. Good enough to compete for playoff spot. That's my goal for the season. I agree 100%. Now for preseason, let's work on conditioning. There we go. Hey man, honestly, first stream, but watch all the videos. What's good, brother? Welcome in. Welcome in. We go live pretty much every single day. Can we see what the jerseys look like? Yes, you can. And there we go. Peyton Krebs locked up for the next 3 seasons. All right, so we can go to game number 1 here, and I'll show you guys the jerseys. They are a little bit different than the actual Quebec City Nordiques, or they're actually Quebec Nordiques, but regardless. I did base it off of those jerseys, but I tweaked it a little bit to make it a little more modern and a little more nicer. So let's sim to game number 1, and I'll show you guys what we're working with. Sim a season where there's no salary cap, we can do that. I don't think a salary cap would really mess around with a season sim, but here are the home jerseys, simple, white, red, and blue. Here are the aways, and I don't think I created an alternate. No, I did not. So we only got home and away jerseys for the Quebec City Nordiques. There they are. Rate them 1 to 10, chat. I'd give them a solid 5, maybe a 6. I don't think they're horrible, but they're not anything crazy. I mean, it's tough to make like really good jerseys with only 2 colorways. Blue and white, essentially. Well, actually red. But their jerseys didn't have a lot of red on them, the original ones. They were just blue and white. All right, let's sim. Let's go month by month here. Let's go up to November. The end of November should be fine. Classic, always love more honestly. I love the aways more honestly. My bad, I messed that one up. They're all right, I guess. 4-8. Noah has not been here for 2 streams. I think he's on vacation. I'm not sure. Pretty sure he told me that. All right, 5-3-1 to start the season. Pretty solid start. I'm not going to get a little overzealous or overexcited. We should be fine. Brian kind of sounds like a dick sucker, not going to lie. Oh, man. Noah on vacation in the Nunavut skyline. Did you watch the new Mr. Beast video? No, I'm not 12 years old. No offense to Mr. Beast, but I'm a grown-ass man, chat. I do watch a lot of YouTube though, just not Mr. Beast. Say I am the best. I'm not saying that, brother. Who is this guy? I've never seen this guy the entirety of my streams. 11, 8, and 2. Where are we sitting at? Oh my god. The Atlantic Division, man, is a nightmare. The Atlantic Division's an absolute bloodbath. We are 11, 8, and 2, and we're literally dead last in the division. That's crazy. All right, it might be tough to make the playoffs until we're actual powerhouse in the NHL. That's crazy, man. Who's my favorite YouTuber? Probably 2BC. As we are now losing a lot of games in regulation. That is 3 losses in a row. Not great for the Quebec City Nordiques. Uh-oh, QC struggling now. 12 and 13. We might actually get a very high draft pick, so we might have to sell off of a player here. Yeah, we're losing a lot of games. It's not going well. We might have to pack it in for the season. We might have to pack it in. I never seen Bella curse until now. Oh, she's cursed. I have seen it. Chat, should I get a Lakers jersey? Fuck yes, you should. Get an LBJ or a Luka one. Or you know what? Get an Austin Reeves one. There we go. AR, baby. AR-15. Hillbilly Kobe. All right, so we are still at the bottom here. Not doing great. Not doing well. And we're going to have to just sim up to the trade deadline as it doesn't look like we're going to make the playoffs this season. All good. I knew it was going to take a few years. I knew we were either going to be good immediately with the roster that we had just because EA sim engine's kind of all over the place, or it would take some time to actually make the postseason. She's cursed a lot. Oh, yeah, she has. I have a Connor McDavid jersey, W or L. Big W, brother. Why would it be an L? Why would it be an L? Wow, we're actually starting to win some hockey games here. 25, 18, and 5. Still not good enough to even sniff, not even sniff a wild card position. Although, 3 points back, that is definitely doable. Chat, if OKC wins, I'm going bald. Damn, bro. Why would you make a bet against Oklahoma City? That's crazy. They have like the 4th most wins in a single season history. They're at like 84. There's only a few teams that have ever won more games than them in a single season. She has used abbreviations. I've never seen her spell out the words. I saw her curse like someone sniffing Sharpies. Damn. It would be an L because my friends bully me for liking McDavid. Why do they bully you for liking Connor McDavid? What? That's so weird. We're still 3 points back as we now approach the trade deadline. We're going to see what we can do here. 30, 24, and 6. We're a winning hockey club, but not winning enough. Wait a minute. We might actually sneak in. We're tied with the Red Wings right now. Red Wings or Dead Wings? Let's see. Let's head into the trade deadline. And who is on the board? Put a picture in the Discord tonight. Yes, sir. I passed. How's it going? It's going great, brother. How about you? All right. Roman, no. Yossi, no thank you. John Carlson, no thank you. McCann, I mean, it's only a 2-year contract. He's a two-way forward, though. I don't really want to go after two-way guys. Usually, the two-way guys, they don't sim well. They really don't sim well. Yeah, there's not really anybody you want to go after. Is there anybody you want to move off of my my cap hit here? Let's see. Any expiring contracts? None on the board right there. Peyton Krebs, no, we locked him up. Yeah, nobody is on the books. Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen would be the guy. Luukkonen at an 85 overall. We could get 4.7. Honestly, we could wait. I mean, we don't get to sign Devin Levi until 3 more years, so he's fine. He's fine there. Check available? What do you mean available? Check available. Where is that at? Don't see that. Trade summary, Stat Central. You can go to Stat Central on here. All teams, top of 10 players, available. Does this go longer than 10 players? Oh, it does too. Here we go. Cock. Chat, I did not know that was even a feature. Why were you guys not showing me that before? Carter Hart is on San Jose. He signed 8 years for $5 million? What? That's crazy. We could get Claude Giroux, but I don't know if we're actually going to guarantee make a playoff. I don't think we're going to. Patrick Laine would be a guy that we could go after. They want a top defenseman. Nah, I'm good. We're just going to sim to the end of the season. I'm good. You're welcome, Pasta. Appreciate it, buddy. I didn't even know that was a thing, chat. I just never really paid attention to it, honestly. Everyone hating on me for one comment. Who's hating on you? And what was the comment that you made? Was it a bad comment? It's been 41 minutes, and I've been the only mod. Damn. Mods are getting stripped. Guaranteed. It's summertime, so we're having new interview processes here to decide who is going to become a mod of the channel. It's actually a perfect opportunity because it is the summertime. Everything slows down. Content slows down. Views slow down. And we gear up towards a good season. October, I got to be on my P's and Q's. We're going to have a big year, chat. We're going to have a big year. Comment I made was $100 to say Blackhawker Daddy's my daddy. Oh, I remember that too. Why would you say that if you were just capping the whole time? I've been here for 2 years. What's up, brother? Appreciate you being here for that long. One of my plans, want more ice time despite being on the second line. What do? You got to work harder and you got to get results. You got to train harder, off ice and on the ice, try harder in practice. The more effort you put into something, the better you're going to get at it, essentially. So the way you get more ice time is you need to get better. The way you get better is by working hard. It's not easy, but it is simple. Shout out that guy on TikTok that says that. So, if you're willing to put in that work, the results will speak for themselves. Coaches will play players that work hard. If you're just an absolute dog, you forecheck hard, you back check even harder. Like, they notice that stuff. All right, so where are we at here? Are we at the end of the season? Yes, we are. We actually made the playoffs. Oh, my God. W for making the playoffs. Yes, sir. And would you look at that? 2 years into Quebec City, and already we have a playoff berth. 41, 32, and 9, 91 points. And what Buffalo couldn't do in 14 years, we have done within 2. We got the Colorado Avalanche being the best team in the NHL. They won 56 games. The Rangers were up there, as well as Florida and Vancouver. All Stanley Cup contenders, in which we are not. Not at least for a few more seasons. We were the 15th best team in the league this year. I'm just happy to be here, to be honest. Just happy to be here. I've been here since May, 2 years ago. Damn, 2 years ago in May. That's crazy. Tage Thompson had a hell of a season, 55 goals, 103 points. Dahlin had 67. Tuck was pretty solid for us. Sam Bennett, he was a minus 25. Are you kidding me? Josh Norris had 51. Pekturka honestly kind of slowed down. He had like 60 points last year, did he not? Yeah, he definitely had a better year. He definitely had a better year, number one. 23 goals, 54 points. He's kind of regressed a little bit. Maybe, potentially, could be trade bait. And for our future starting goaltender, who is our starter now, Devin Levi, 31 wins, 3 shutouts, and a .908 save percentage. Solid season. Solid rookie year. I'm not going to complain about that at all. The dog, Nathan MacKinnon, is going to win the Art Ross. He had the most points at 122 and the most goals at 68. Nathan MacKinnon was just frankly on a different level this season. For goaltenders, Levi's not even going to sniff the top of the top. It would be Mackenzie Blackwood with 44 wins, and the most shutouts, that would go to Jake Ottinger with 7. As the Nordiques are back in the playoffs, we are playing the New York Rangers in round number 1. Noah, I know you're not watching, but look away, brother. It is going to be a slaughter in MSG. Who's Pelly? He's the biggest mod of this channel. And I mean the biggest. All right, game number 1. We got real-time sim. Where are we at here? Can we sim the game? Let's hop in. Game number 1, round number 1, first time back in the playoffs. Here we go. First period, 1-0 lead. Josh Norris gets us going. Second period, 2-0 lead. And QC is going to steal one on the road, shutting out the New York Rangers. Ho, ho, ho. We go up 1-0. Beautiful. Also, I got to turn off auto-rotate goalies. Chat, remember to remind me in the offseason to turn this back on. Turn auto-rotate goalies back on in the offseason. So we have it for next year. If Pelly keeps getting banned, why is he a mod? I mean, he got banned way before he even got a mod, to be honest. All right, sim to next game. We win game number 1, take a 1-0 series lead. Doing very well. Because I keep banning them. Exactly, there it is. Cowboys are winning. Cowboys ain't winning shit. All right, we are playing with house money now. We have stolen home ice advantage as we head into game number 2. First period, no score yet again. Second period, still no score. And in the third period, the Rangers finally beat Devin Levi twice. We got a shorthanded one by Tage Thompson, but the New York Rangers have tied the series up. Damn, Devin Levi is going insane right now, chat. Let me take a look at his numbers. He didn't allow a goal. It took him how many periods? 5 into his 6th period to allow a goal in this hockey series. He has stopped 36 of 34, a .944 save percentage. He's been very good. Very, very good. Bella has any percentage speed run for getting 100 bans on the channel. You are right. You were definitely right about that. She definitely was the quickest to 100. Followed by probably Pelly, Leaf Fan, and Canucks Nate. One of the two. I don't even know. All right, sim game. Do I watch football? Kind of. I kind of watch football, yeah. First home game back in front of the French fans. Le Coq First period, Esti de Tabernac, Tuck and Thompson, a 2-1 lead. Second period, 4-2 lead. And the Quebec City Nordiques, they're just not here to have fun or partake. They are here to take over. Beautiful. Dubs in the chat. We go up 2-1. We go up 2-1. I was the quickest at managing mod. Yeah, you probably were. Go Nordiques. I can't believe we're actually giving the Rangers a run for their money right now. They won 53 games. They tend to sim very well in NHL 25, so. Game 4 still in Quebec City. First period, 1-1 tie. Second period, 3-1 lead for the Nordiques, and we're going to go up 3-1 with the opportunity to gentleman sweep the Rangers in MSG. Unbelievable. We might just be the better team. We just might be the better team. You're doing Quebec franchise, so do a French accent. We are in that first round of the playoffs, and we are actually doing very well. I am not a coward. That is one thing I am not. And this team, we have absolute heart. Esti da Tabernac. All right, game 5 in Madison Square Garden. I'm not going to make any changes. Everything seems to be going well. Let's see if we can close it out. The lights are bright. A lot of pressure on the Nordiques to win this series now. That is a lot for a young team also. First period, the Rangers will strike first. Keandre Miller on Devin Levi. Second period, we are down 3-1. And the Rangers, they will force a Game 6 back in Quebec. All right. We couldn't get it with our first closeout attempt. Let's see if we can do it in our second. Quebec is not a regular season, but they live for the playoffs. Yes, sir. Now do the accent for the rest of the stream. I don't think I could, man. I really don't think I could. How am I not banned? What do you mean, how are you not banned, brother? What have you done? Here we go. Game 6. The crowd is rocking. We already gave up a penalty immediately. Is that a 5-minute major right off the rip here? Calm down, New York. First period, a 1-0 lead for the Rangers yet again. JT Miller on Devin Levi. Second period, oh no. Our offense has completely evaporated right now. Literally at the worst opportunity time where we could potentially move on to the second round. We might be blowing a 3-1 series lead. 9 minutes to go here in the third period in Quebec City. Come on, where is the offense? We're going to hop in. We are going to hop in. We are going to hop the hell in, and we are going to watch some playoff hockey. All right, do I have the... I'm pretty sure I have the camera on the right one, right? Visual settings, true broadcast. There we go. And they choked a 3-1 lead. Not yet. We could potentially tie this game up. Here we go. We got 1:50 remaining in the third period of game number 6. I don't want to blow a 3-1 series lead, man. That is why I hopped the hell in here. And potentially we get a game winner. Alex Tuck moves over. Thompson on the backhand. I didn't really like that at all. The whiteout is in full effect here in Quebec City, as the New York Rangers are trying to battle back from a 3-1 series deficit. Alex Tuck spinning, firing right off his teammate's shin pads. But we are headed to the power play. This is beautiful. This is so good. This is great. Get our first power play unit out there. We'll potentially win this hockey game. All right, we got full 2 minutes on the power play. 54 seconds, 51 seconds to go here in the third period. TNT Thompson, I need you to win this draw. Tage, he's going to lose it. Keandre Miller moves up to Vinny Trocheck. And the New York Rangers easily get that puck out of the zone with 40 seconds to spare here in regulation. Delay penalty again. Let them touch it. Boys, what are we doing? We have 39 seconds. Let them touch that puck. There we go. Let's get a 5-on-3. There we go. Beautiful. What were we waiting for?
Green Giant.
Green Giant indeed. A 5-on-3 with 35 seconds to go. I honestly could have pulled my goaltender. We win the draw back. Over to Bowen Byram. He breaks his stick. Are you kidding me? What kind of luck is that, dude? No, don't let them get it out. Boys, we are outnumbering them by 2 right now. What is going on? We win that puck battle. Down low. Quinn trying to go backhand, but Igor Shesterkin will shut the door. Why did he not cross-crease that puck? Was I missing something there, or did we not have a guy wide open the slot? I love the processing time of Jack Quinn. Like, slide that over, buddy. That is a tap-in backdoor, and he did not know what to do with it. Unbelievable. Here we go. 21 seconds to spare. I honestly probably should have pulled my goalie again. I'm going to wait a little bit longer. Thompson wins that drop back, blasting it. It's going to get out of the zone. We got to regroup. JJ Peck Turkey, you know what? Pull the goalie. Pull the guy. Why? Why would I pull the goalie? Does things... Oh, go. Go, boys. Here we go. Thompson the other way. TNT. He's into the zone. He can't regain... Oh, get the puck. There it is. Benson finding Bennett. Sam Bennett doesn't get a shot on net, and the New York Rangers will go ahead and force a Game 7 after the Quebec City Nordiques had a 3-1 series lead. Damn. That is disappointing. That is very, very disappointing. L's in the chat. That was not good at all. We were up 3-1. Everything going exactly as I expected, or honestly better than expected. And then it just all fell apart. Quebec is becoming Toronto. I get banned a lot. Do you? I don't even recognize you, brother. You got 10 timeouts. You don't even get banned that often. Get the hell out of here with your weird baiting. The best 2 words in all of sports? Yeah, unless you're a general manager or a fan of that team. All right, let's sim the next game. What league are the Quebec Nordiques in NHL 25? The NHL. All right, I got to make some lineup changes. My general rule of thumb for the GMing in NHL 25 is 2 playoff losses in a row. There it is. Alex Tuck's got to go. Who's going to replace him, though? Who is scoring goals? Is Bennett? Bennett's got no goals. Benson. Oh, my God. We've been very top-heavy, huh? Very, very top-heavy. JJ Peterka. Damn. It's really only Tage Thompson who has scored a majority of our goals. All right, Benson, throwing you up on that top line. We'll go Bennett, Quinn. And instead of Jack Quinn, we'll give Josh Norris some top 6 time. McLeod, Krebs, and Quinn. Defensively, is anybody minuses? Ooh, our top defensive pairing's not good. Maybe we split them up, chat. You know what? I'm going to split them up. We're going to go Bone Byram on that top line instead. Clifton and Power. That's going to go well. And then Samuelson and Bernard Docker. Our top line was getting caved. And then Devin Levi has a 942. So he is staying between the pipes. For a Game 7 on the road, let's see what we can do. It is the Sabres lineup. It is the Sabres lineup. Here we go. Game 7 of the... Game 7, the best 2 words in all of sports. Here we go. We got a power play. First period, 1-1 tie. Kaliev and Tage Thompson. Second period, 3-1 lead for Quebec. Tuck and Ryan McLeod will give us a 2-goal advantage entering the third as we've completely dominated the Rangers. Shots are 35-14. Jack Quinn extends the lead to 3, and that is going to do it. Quebec City is moving on to round number 2 after a dominating Game 7 effort. 47 shots on goal.
Green Giant.
47 shots on goal is insane. And we're moving on, Chad. We are moving on indeed. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. All right. Where am I going at here? 2025. Who do we defeat? Buffalo? Or it wasn't Buffalo. It was the Rangers. 4-3 over the New York Rangers. There we go. All right. Advanced day. Who do we play in round number 2? Who will it be? It is going to be the Carolina Hurricanes. All right. All right. All right. Quebec City already has a playoff series win, but that is not enough. They want to go for it all, baby. We got the Carolina Hurricanes in round number 2 of the postseason. Beautiful. I just told this guy his amount of bands. Hi, Pastor. What's up, Common? How you doing, brother? How are you today? All right. Game number 1. I'm going to keep the same lineup that won game number 1. McLeod, Oilers legend. He is not an Oilers legend. He is a dumpster fire. Here we go. Game 1, round number 2. First period, 1-1 tie. Second period, all knotted up at 3. And we are headed to overtime where we will steal it. Sam Bennett on the power play. And yet again, for another playoff series, we win game number 1. Dubs in the chat, boys. Dubs in the goddamn chat. Rocket Fume hockey game. Bang. I love McLeod. Saiba Jr. What does Saiba mean? What does that even mean, chat? Jonathan Taves, all-time Winnipeg Jet legend. Yep. All right, game number 2. Can we take a stranglehold on this series? If we could go up 2-0, man, we would take a stranglehold on Carolina. First period, 2-1 lead. We got Byram and Peterka. Second period, 3-2 lead. Can we hold on? We will. And Quebec City, they steal the first 2 games on the road, head back to home ice with a potential of a sweep on the horizon. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful, baby. Last game, the shots were 47-20. Damn. We're just, absolutely peppering them is what we're doing. My Excellency, no clue what Gen Z make of that word. I have no clue either, brother. I am not Gen Z. All right, game number 3. We're not changing us. Not a damn thing. Game 3 on home ice with a potential to go up 3-0 in the series. First period, 2-0 lead. Oh my God, Quinn and Byram. Second period, 5-1 lead. The Hurricanes are getting belt to ass right now. Despite us almost blowing that in the third period, we will now have the potential to sweep them in game number 4 in Quebec City. Dubs in the chat. We almost blew that, boys. Gossespierre, Stankoven, and Jarvis. Dear God. Holy hell. We had a 4-1 lead or a 5-1 lead potentially in the third. Gen Z starts 1996. How old are you? 1979. Sim 2 next game. Now, do not tell me that we're going to go to a game 7 after being up 3-0. Do not tell me that. On home ice, game number 4, 1-0 lead after 1. Jason Pekturka will score. Second period, still only a 1-goal affair, so by far and away the closest game of this series. And there it is, Jacob Slavin, short-handed goal on Devin Levi. Are we serious right now? We give Jacob Slavin a short-handed goal. What is Quebec City doing? Outshooting them yet again. The shots are 31-27. It's getting a little closer as the Nordiques trying to make it to round number 3 for the very first time in franchise history. All right, you guys know the rules. 1 overtime frame, we will hop in and watch. If we don't get a goal being scored, I'll hop the hell out of there. I thought you were 23. Well, why did you think I was 23? I never told you guys my age. Quite literally never told you guys my age. Here we go. Overtime in game number 4 with the Hurricane season on the line. Come on, Quebec City. We can do it. We can advance to round number 3. Make the goddamn conference finals. Pekturka takes a shot. Freddie Anderson's going to make the easy save, though. Help him out, TNT. Why is Tage Thompson not going to the corner right now? Like, nobody wants to forecheck. Here we go. Counterattack. Tage Thompson sliding over. Jason Pekturka, and Freddie Anderson will make that save. All right. You just told us your age, bro. No, I didn't. We only know his government name, Dominic. Not even my name. A 1-1 tie. Shots are 39-29 for QC as the Nordiques trying to win another playoff series. What a save by Devin Levi. Dear God. That was an absolute 10-beller. Here we go. Quebec City on the counterattack. Tage Thompson over to Zach Benson. Benson just shoots it at the 5-hole. I don't know what he's doing there. We have virtually no forecheck right now, which is kind of concerning, considering the fact that we're in overtime. We got to score to win this hockey game. Tage Thompson the other way, muscling his way to the net, trying to center that puck. He can't do it. They turn it over, back to the blue line. Rebound, and Frederick Anderson somehow, some way will rob Josh Norris. Damn. Pasta told me he's 57 in the DMs. Trust. Okay, nice. And now I'm an old fuck. That's great. Exactly what I wanted. 14-15 left to go. Second line is out there. Tuck, Bennett, and Norris. Sam Bennett wins that draw. We're going to go D to D. Boom, Byram. Oh my God. How did that puck not trickle in? Bennett to Tuck. The goalie's down, boys. Somebody, oh my God. That was a perfect opportunity to send our team to round number 3 as Devin Levi is going to have to cover the puck up. Their goalie was quite literally sitting on his ass for a solid 3 minutes, 2 minutes, something like that. My teacher's a creep. Bro 57 means he was born when the Leafs won the cup. Devin Levi's been very, very good, though. We win that draw. Bowen Byram, bad turnover. Pizza up the middle right now, looking like Morgan Riley. Rasmus Dahlin struggling to get that puck out. Uh-oh, Carolina on the counterattack. Zadorov walking down Main Street, but Devin Levi says no. Past this 14, guys. Chat, I'm 19, turning 20. There you go. You want my age? There it is. Who believes me? "19, turning 20. My teacher goes and the girl, whoa, Austin Matthews, whoa. You're 19 backwards? That's crazy. All right, come on. Oh, my God. Horrible turnover in the slot. Zadorov pounding one. They got full pressure. Get it out, boys. Up to Sam Bennett. Bennett. Oh, come on, Sam Bennett. You know how to get the puck out of your own end, buddy. Roslovic, he gets bodied. Owen Power. Here we go. Quebec City on the counterattack. Clifton's into the zone. Connor Clifton finding Power. Rips one, but Frederick Anderson's going to make that easy save. All right, get our top line back out there. Top line hockey, baby. Top line hockey. 19 turning 30. Shut up, Ghost. The big dogs are back out there. We got Pekturka, Thompson, and Benson. Tage is on the draw. He's going to win it. Back to the line. Benson shot. Saved by Frederik Andersen again. JJ moves it back to Dahlin. Dahlin rung it off the bar. Is he going to get out? Can he keep that in? Rasmus Dahlin cannot keep the puck in the zone. All right. 7:10 left to go here in overtime. Bowen Byram back for it. He's going to skate it out of his own zone. Headmans that puck all the way up to Tage Thompson. Thompson's into the zone. TNT waiting to the slot. Nobody's there, Tage Thompson. Why? Why do the computers insist on moving that puck there every goddamn time? We have an absolute cluster right now in our own zone. I'm praying that we get out. I mean, nobody has energy right now. JJ, he turns the puck over. Our first line is gas, dude. We got to go down the line 3. Blake walking in. Rebound. Devin Levi, though, again keeping us in this hockey game. Beautiful. W. Devin Levi in the chat right now. That man is having a performance. Absolute performance. I do weird stuff in Arizona. Indeed, you do. 3:40 left to go in OT. We're going to lose that draw. Back to Orlov. Over. Shot. Nice block there by the winger. Who was that? Hooking. That is a hooking call. Devin Levi, go to the goddamn bench, buddy. Peyton Krebs the other way. We are going to have a power play here in overtime. Quinn trying to center that puck. Let's head to the goddamn power play. Beautiful. I'm going to call a timeout. And just to make sure our power play lines have the energy. Can't you enable auto mod on Stream Elements to ban spammers? I do, but they don't really ban them. They ban other people for some odd reason. I don't know what it is. Here we go. 2:11 remaining in overtime. Back to the line. Jason. Oh my, JJ Pekturka, buddy, hit the net. Come on, dude. Nice, bro. It's been a hot minute. What's up, Very Nice? How you doing, bud? Tage Thompson again. He's on that draw. He's taking it against Sebastian Aho. He wins it. Back to Tage. Oh, my. Tage. Why? Back to Bennett. Rasmus Dahlin walking in. Tage Thompson trying to take a rip, but unfortunately, it got blocked. Nice turnover. TNT. Come on, boys. The broken play after broken play is making me mad. Back to the blue line. Alex Tuck walking in. Tuck on the backhander, and Frederik Andersen's going to make that easy save. It's going to have to be a little bit better than that, man. It is going to have to be better than that. Can we keep our playoff run alive? 1:49 left to go. TNT on the draw. Tage Thompson wins it. Bennett finding Dahlin, blocked by our own goddamn player. Alex Tuck, get out of the way when your own team is shooting, buddy. The computers are inherently stupid in this hockey game, man. We get 1:20 left to go here on the power play. Alex Tuck entering the zone. Tuck coming in. Wires one right off the shin pads, and we got another offensive zone draw. All right. Come on, Quebec City. What are we doing, man? We're going to win the draw yet again. Over to Dahlin, blasting one. It gets blocked, and it is out of play. 45 shots, and we somehow have only mustered up 1 goal in this hockey game. 1:26 left to go here in OT. Tage Thompson, he has just been absolutely snapping those draws back, and we can't keep the puck in. Who just got sent to the bench? Who got sent into the goddamn bench? Thompson, he's in the zone, giving it to the Carolina Hurricanes. Oh my god, the CPU was brain dead, I swear to god. Rasmus Dahlin, gonna go D to Sam Bennett. Over to TNT, cross ice to Tuck. Tuck, walking in, wires one, and Frederik Andersen will make the save as we're going to the power play yet again. Okay. Rip to Brian, get him out of here. A slot machine of bands. He's gone, laddie. He's fucking gone, lad. He didn't dig in.
Dig the fuck in right fucking now!
He unfortunately did not dig in. Come on, Tage Thompson. We got a 5-on-3. Dahlin shot, saved by Frederik Andersen. Don't let them clear so easily, boys. Get in on that. We need some pressure. We can outnumber them. Oh my god. Full pressure, and Carolina will clear the zone. JJ Pekturka, he's into the zone. Pekturka coming in, waiting. Oh my god, the computer just doesn't know how to stick handle, man. They just constantly run into other computers. It is asinine to watch these guys go back and forth and look like chickens with their head cut off, man. Dahlin saucing it. Thompson, back, Tuck, over. What a save again on Rasmus Dahlin. Back to the blue line. JJ finding Tage Thompson. Blocked again by my own fucking teammates. JJ Pekturka, he goes cross-ice. Boys, it is 5-on-2 right now. We can't even get in the zone. It is 5-on-2. They have nobody. Oh my god. TNT, save, rebound. Finding back to the blue line. Thompson spinning. We literally can't score 5-on-2. What is this, man? Oh, 4 seconds to go. There will be no overtime winner in overtime number 1. Fuck that. I am gone. I am gone. We win some, we lose some. It is what it is. Holy hell, dude. That was painful. 5-on-2. A 5-on-2 and we couldn't bury it. Did we win? No, of course we lost. For fuck's sake. Well, unfortunately, we lost in overtime in Game 4. Moving on now to Game number 5, back in Carolina. First period, 1-0 lead. Rosen gets us on the board. Second period, 5-1 advantage. And the Quebec City Nordiques are moving on to the Eastern Conference Finals. Dubs in the chat. Dominating 8-1 win. Another 50-shot outing, man. We really shoot that puck. We put a lot of shots on net. A lot. Gentleman sweep, chat. Gentleman sweep. Look at that guy's name. Your name is Jonathan. My name is Jonathan. My name is not Jonathan. All right, who are we playing in the conference finals? Who will it be? Is it going to be the Florida Panthers? Let's see. It will be the Tampa Bay Lightning. Okay. Of course, you could probably predict that we were going to end up playing a potential Florida team, as we actually started out in the Metro Division because we were a wildcard team, but it is the Tampa Bay Lightning in the conference finals, Edmonton and Vegas out west. Can we potentially, in year number 2, go all the way to the Stanley Cup Finals? Let's see what we can do, chat. Let's see what we can do, laddie, eh? Hi, Pasta. What's up, brother? How you doing? Chat, put your predictions right now. How many games and who wins? Here we go. Game 1 of the conference finals. First period, 3-0 lead for Quebec City. Second period, 3-1 lead. And again, for the third series in a row, we steal game number 1 on the road. That is massive. That's massive, chat. Absolutely massive. Like, we are winning every game 1 and stealing home ice advantage. Crazy, dog. This team is insane. OKC, QC wins in 5. I don't know why I said OKC. That's crazy. I got Game 7 on the mind, chat. Game 7 on the mind. This team is a very, very good road team. First period, game number 2, down 3-2. Second period, it is a 4-2 lead for Tampa Bay, and they are going to tie this series up at 1. I'm okay with that. We got the split through the first 2 hockey games. Protect home ice. You go up 3-1. You go up 3-1. My name is my YouTube name, obviously. What's up, brother? Were you named after MJ? Black Jesus, as they call him. Or the Black Cat. Reggie Miller calls him that. He will never refer to that man as Michael Jordan. All right, let's advance another day. Jesus, Jesus. If I told you my real name was Black Hawker Daddy, would you believe me? No. Yeah? I figured you were named after Jordan. Too bad you weren't named after the real GOAT, right? Game 3, the series has made the switch to Quebec City. The city and the town, as well as the arena, is rocking. First period, no score in the hockey game. Second period, we are down by 1. Braden Point on Devin Levi, the lone goal, and then Darren Radish will extend the lead to 2. Tampa Bay is definitely by far and away the best team we've played so far in the playoffs. But I just thought we had some weird magic to this team, as we are going to fall down 2-1 in the best of 7 series up against Tampa Bay. All right, that's 2 losses in a row. Let me change up the lineup yet again. LeBron's still the GOAT, though. I agree. I agree 100%. All right, edit lines. Let's see what we can do here. Let's see what we can do. Who is performing and who is not performing? Zach Benson, he's got 4 and 4. JJ's got 4 goals, only 4. Alex Tuck's an Apple Master. Sam Bennett really doesn't contribute. I'm going to move Josh Norris up there. Benson down the line, too. Jack Quinn's got 5 goals, so we're going to move him up instead of Zach Benson. And it's Benson, Krebs, and McLeod, Quinn, Bennett, and Tuck. Defensively, our D pair is getting caved. Not anymore, huh? Since we have split up Owen Power and Rasmus Dahlin. Owen Power, though, wherever this guy goes, for some odd reason. Let me move up Bernard Docker. Let's go Bernard Docker and Power, Samuelson, and Clifton. How's our power play? Power play's got +3. Dahlin, Pekturka, Bennett, and Tuck, and Thompson. That's all good. We should be fine. We score the 7th most goals. We have the 4th best goals against. Our power play's 3rd. Our penalty kill. We're a good team. Just a tweak here and there should be fine. Pekturka had 11 assists, though. Don't care. He's a sniper in this game. Game 4 is as close to a must-win as possible. Do not want to go down 3-1. First period, 3-2 lead. They are definitely finding a way to find the back of the net on Devin Levi. Second period, 5-3 advantage, and Quebec City has a hole to dig out of. After giving up 9 goals in game number 4, we lost 9-4. We scored enough, but Devin Levi, he fell apart in this hockey game. God damn. All right, we're going to face elimination for the 2nd time in this playoff run. It's been a good run. It's been fun. It's been real, but it ain't been real fun. Let's sim to game 5. Come on, bring them back to Quebec City. Bring them back to QC. All we got to do is bring them back to QC. First period, no score in the hockey game. Shots are 11-5 for the Nordiques. Second period, it is a 1-1 tie. Ryan McLeod gets our lone goal in the hockey game. But Rosen will score in the 3rd, giving us the lead 2-1. We are out shooting them 31-16. The urgency is just there, man. Oh my God, Radish and Kucherov will respond in the 3rd as the Nordiques facing elimination. 4 minutes remaining potentially on their season. I think we gotta hop in, chat. I think we gotta hop in. We gotta hop the hell in. We have to hop the hell in. Could be the final 40 seconds of a very historic season with the Quebec City Nordiques. 40 seconds to go on the road, down by 1. This is definitely doable, man. Our offense, I mean, it hasn't shown up this game. Our defense was non-existent last game. Nonetheless, season on the line. Josh Norris wiring one on Vasilevsky. He's going to make the save. Another save by Vasi. We just basically got to shoot everything on net right now. Full pressure. Back to the blue line. Shot. It's going to go a little bit wide. Step on that. Get there. Power to Pekturka. Shot on Vasilevsky, and he's going to cover it up. All right, we're going for it. We are going for it. First line staying out there. Let's go defensive, normal, aggressive. There we go. First line's got to stay out there on the ice. Pull the goalie. I'm not pulling the goalie. There's too much time left. Here we go. 23 seconds to spare. We got full pressure in the offensive zone, and Vasilevsky has no stamina. We lose the drop. Back to the blue line. Tage Thompson to Josh Norris, and Vasi again will make the save. Tampa Bay going to get out of their own zone. Up to Braden Point. There's still a goaltender between the pipes. Kucherov coming in. 10 seconds to go. It is time to pull the netminder. Here we go. One final rush. Pekturka's in. He wires one on Vasilevsky. He's going to make the save. And the Tampa Bay Lightning will move on and play for Lord Stanley, as we had a very solid playoff run, but it ends in 5 games in the conference finals to the Tampa Bay Lightning. Honestly, overall, dubs in the chat, man. We had a long playoff run. I did not expect this team to go that far. Going to the conference finals is not bad at all. We beat a very good Rangers team and a pretty good Carolina team also. I will not complain. That is a solid season by the Quebec City Nordiques. Past I said, WW run. I knew it was Tampa in 5. I mean, they got a good hockey team, man. Oh, God, my fucking knuckle. Dear God, I cracked the shit out of that thing. Past how long you've been streaming for, brother. It quite literally says on the live stream how long I've been live for. All right, season wrap-up over. We had a solid year, though, man. Solid year. Mustered up a lot of shots. Didn't get enough goals. Just did not get enough goals. Turn on auto-rotate goalies. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Thank you. Run it back. I mean, we're going to make some changes for sure, but a lot of our guys are young, so they're going to only get better from gaining all this experience. Damn, my fingers are so sore now, chat, after cracking my goddamn knuckles. Holy hell. Let's advance the day. Let's sim to the end of the season. That's what we got to do. Can I do the Atlanta Thrashers next? We'll see. We'll definitely bring back some other NHL franchises for sure. I'm not opposed to doing that at all. And the Lightning would go on, so we would end up winning, or losing, I should say, to the eventual Stanley Cup winning team. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. You got to bring back the Whalers, man. The Whalers, the Hartford Whalers, do I? Bring back the Golden Seals. The Golden Seals were ass, dude. They were straight up ass. All right, before we hop in here, let's look at our player stats. Tage Thompson was by far and away our best player. 12 goals and 21 points in 17 hockey games. Jason Pekturka had 17. Sam Bennett was decent. Like, outside of Tage, we didn't have another goal scorer on our team who could really put the puck in the back of the net. And Devin Levi was solid in his first ever playoff run. A .914 save percentage, 1 shutout, and 9-7-1 record. Not too bad. Not too shabby at all. The good news is we ended up losing to the eventual champs in Tampa Bay as they swept Edmonton in the Cup Finals. We actually got a game against them. They were very, very dominant. And they went all the way. When will you make another Be a Pro career with Shorzy in NHL 26? We are done for 25. It will be a clean sweep for Nathan McKinnon on all the awards. Makar is going to win back-to-back Norrises. Braden Point is your Conn Smythe winner. Blackwood's going to take home the Vezina. And for the Selke, that will go to Nico Hischier of the New Jersey Devils. Very, very solid. Seals were ass, but so were the Thrashers. Who was worse, chat? Who was the worst team out of the two? The California Golden Seals or the Atlanta Thrashers? That is a debate. That is a debate. The last time Oilers lost in the first round was 2021, 4 years ago. I know, man. I know. You don't need to remind me. The Seattle Kraken will go ahead via the Boston Bruins, win the NHL draft lottery, and they can potentially take Pekka Pasta. He is on the board. Definitely on the board. Both Seals, yeah, they're both ass for sure. Thrashers made the playoffs. I'm not sure if the Seals made the playoffs in their existence. They were only a franchise way back in the goddamn 60s, chat. They were horrible. All right, NHL draft we go. Seattle rigs the lottery, every franchise mode. Where do we select here? We select 29th overall. Wow, we only made the conference finals and we select 29th. View the draft class. This is the McKenna one. McKenna, Pekka Pasta is there. We got Conklin. Who the hell is Xander Conklin? Chat, two-way defenseman, shutdown ability, PK Subban, NHL ready. I want to get that 5th overall pick. Actually, 4th overall. You know what? I want to go after this guy. This is a guy that we got to go after. 4th overall, Columbus Blue Jackets. What can we give them? Can we give them Alex Tuch? Tuch's got 3 years left on his contract. Bowen Byram would potentially be a guy. Let me see if I can get him with just moving draft picks. Let's give up a first. Is that next year? That is 2028. 2028 first rounder. This year's first rounder and a 2nd round pick. Let's see. Is that an overpay, chat? Let me remove that. Again, I want to try to move up in the NHL draft. 4th overall to the Columbus Blue Jackets. I threw in a 1st and a 2nd. I don't think they're going to do that deal, so we're going to have to go ahead and add in another 1st round draft pick from 2028 into the trade. Nah, it's going to be more than that. Hold up. Let me give them a 2nd and a 3rd. Do they want any seconds? They want a 2nd and a 3rd. There we go. Add it into the deal. They're totally unwilling. All right, so we got to add in a player. It would have to be a defenseman, right? Bowen Byram maybe is on the chopping block. Would it be Bowen Byram, chat? I mean, he signed long-term and a pretty decent contract. The only guy I'm willing to give up is Alex Tuch because he's 30 years of age. I'm going to give up Alex Tuch. We'll throw Tuch in there. I'm going to throw in a 1st round pick. Throw in a couple 1st rounders. 1st rounder, 2nd, and another 2nd. Columbus would have more than 45 skaters in the organization. We got to take somebody back. So let's add in 3rd round pick. And we got to take back a player. Who are we going to take back, Chad? Who do we want to take back here? A forward, since we're losing a forward. Who has, like, no trade value at all that we can go after? McBain would be the guy. Maybe somebody else. Caravanta. There we go. They want to give up him. Totally different deal. Totally different package now as we got Tuck, a first, second, and a third into the trade. They're still totally unwilling. We're going to have to give them another first-round pick. So I'm going to give them another first-round pick, 29th for this season. Oh my God, the Columbus Blue Jackets do not want to move off this 4th overall pick. I want this defenseman. They don't want to go for it. I'll add in another first-rounder, a 2030 into the trade. Yeah, we're not getting 4th overall, chat. Unfortunately, we're not going to get it. We're not going to be able to do it. Give us the damn pick. Yeah, they're not. Did the mods tell Pasta to ignore me? Brother, don't even be like that. That's an easy way for me to just ignore every single thing you say. Don't be like that. Come on, dude. Trade for the player. They're less valuable than the pick. Are they, though? Okay, we can trade for the player. Gavin McKenna went 1st overall to Seattle. We're going to take our 29th pick. All right. We could go after... how do you say his name? Keaton Verhef? Two-way defenseman. NHL ready in 3 years. Brian Leach, similar style. This guy's 3 years too. Or no, he's not. I gotta wait. I forgot the EA Sports menu system is incredibly slow. 2 years NHL ready. Evgeny Kuznetsov. That's not a bad comparison, chat. Who is this guy? Nicholas Rossetto. 2 years. He needs to bulk up. I'm going to take the defenseman. We'll take Verhoff. He starred. Bang. Top 4 defenseman. There it is, chat. That's a solid pick. I think he could be something for us, at least in a few seasons. I wish we got Pekka Pasta. No, we got Pekka Pasta with UConn. I don't want to recite the same prospects over and over again. Goalies. Any goalies available? Not really. Man, I'm just stuttering my words today. There are no gems in this hockey draft. All right, we could go after the defensive defenseman, NHL ready in 4 years. Oh my God, I just moved too quickly. Dawson Morrison, or Morris, 3 years. We'll just take the D-man. Solomon, Hunter Solomon, welcome in. Top 6 medium potential. There we go, bang. Dubs in the chat. Successful season. Didn't win the cup. Didn't make the cup finals, but an Eastern Conference final berth is not bad at all, dude. Not bad at all. What was our record again? Our record was 41, 32, and 9. How many points did we have in the season? We were 91 points. And then we were 5th in our division, 5th in the division, and 15th in NHL. There we go. All right. So now it's time to the re-sign phase. We probably do have some guys we got to get back to this team. I'll make a story out of emojis. I guess he sent in a... Oh, what are you guys talking about? You got permanently banned from the Discord. That's crazy. Imagine getting permanently banned from a Discord. Like, what do you got to do that? Just act normal. It's not that hard. Benson, we'll have to sign him in preseason. Rosen, here's our RFA that we got to get back. Connor Clifton, I'm going to let him walk. In a few years, we'll have to definitely get Devin Levi under contract. And Gabriel Diego, I'm going to wait and sign him next season. I'm not worried. All right, so Rosen, qualify you to that. What does he want, though? Can we get him on a long-term contract, 1-year deal? He doesn't really want to sign for longer. What do we go, 2 years at $1.2 million? I'll get back to you. All right, that's fair. That is fair. Let's send him to free agency. I've accepted your offer to stick with the team. Thanks for the stability. Bang. There we go. Isaac Rosen is back on the roster. Bro, don't say rip. The N-word was in his name. What? Alrighty with that name. Oh, my. I couldn't imagine being one of those people, chat. I really couldn't. On the internet, being like a complete fucking troll like that. It couldn't be me. Like, I'm trying to think, like, what goes through their head when they're doing these things. Do they laugh? Do they think it's hilarious? They're probably the only one laughing. So how much money do we got? $8.1 million to spend. Do we want to go after like a 1-year rental, like a Patrick Kane type, chat? Add him to our forward core? Honestly, that's not a... Actually, no, we got to go out and get a D-man, right? We need a defenseman. Ratko Gudas could fit. He doesn't want a lot of money. Nico Mikkola. Hold up a minute. Big boy Mikkola. 82 overall. Defensive defenseman. He fits. Nico Mikkola. What are you looking for? 2.9 for 2 seasons? Bang. I accept your offer. Beautiful. Now, $6 million to add a forward to this hockey team. I want a rental. I want a guy that I can get for 1 year. $6 million. It's got to be somebody under 5. Kyle Palmieri, 35 years old, two-way forward. Sam Dickinson, or Jason Dickinson, my bad. He wants 5'3". Does he fit? Fits on all of our penalty killing lines. Kyle Palmieri does as well. Do we go after Dickinson on a 1-year contract? Patrick? Ooh, Patrick Laine wants too much, though. Evander Kane, there it is. 3.8, power forward. He wants to play with us on a 1-year contract. Bang. Is he going to sign? I've accepted your offer.
Green
Beautiful.
Giant.
There we go. Let's sim to next season. There's a guy with a goofy name. The other names are just crazy. Definitely crazy. The worst part of their names? Yeah, the names are getting out of hand. I don't know who thinks it's funny, but I don't. Alrighty. It's not an excuse. What is not an excuse? Year number 3, baby. Year number 3. Get JJ Moser. Brother, you always want me to get JJ Moser. That's like the top guy you're always looking for me to go after. All right. Let me sort out my lineup. No, I'm going to leave you as a second line center. JJ. Do we move? Maybe we leave JJ here. Oh my God, the burps are coming at me. Let's go Zach Benson on the top line. Kane, Krebs, and Zucker. Solid third line. Jack Quinn, though. That's the issue. Quinn's got to move up. He does his best on a second line. Problem is, Josh Norris. Do you do your best on a third line? You know, we're going to move Josh Norris down. Jack Quinn's going to go up there. Norris instead of Zucker. And then Jason Zucker, Ryan McLeod, and Rosen as our fourth line. We got some depth on this team, and we got decent star power. Power and Dahlin will stay together. Instead of Bernard Docker, what if we go Mikkola and Byram? That's all good there. Power play is only a +3, unfortunately. Goalies, Devin Levi, and Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. We might have to move Luukkonen, chat. He doesn't have a lot of trade value, but we'll see. Year number 3, honestly, I like this roster. Top line of Benson, Thompson, and Tuck. Thompson now up to a 92 overall. Bennett with JJ and Jack Quinn. We got Norris, Krebs, and Kane, Zucker, McLeod, and Rosen. The depth of our forward core is very, very well. Defensively, we're good. Also, Dahlin and Power, a 93 and 90. We got Mikkola signed to the team. He'll play alongside Bowen Byram, and then Bernard Docker and Samuelson on the back end. Devin Levi has grown all the way to a 90 overall. The odd man out, honestly, is Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. He might be on the chopping block very, very soon. All right. Do we all want to put TNT on a separate line? Maybe we just put him on multiple power play lines. Instead of Pekturko, who can we play in the back end here? We don't have, like, a second sniper on the squad, to be honest. We really don't. Like, Tage Thompson is the only guy on our team that can really score goals. Penalty kill. That's all fine. Ryan McLeod. Yeah. Beautiful. Hello there. What is up, Tyler? How you doing, brother? I know I like this playoff team, or way off contenders, huh? This is not a way off contender team. Get the hell out of here. Dahlin, brother. Rasmus Dahlin, season goal. Time to do some season goals. We'll go stat-based challenge, and we'll go 50 assists. General Kenobi, what's up, Justo Kenobi, laddie? Owen Power's still young. I want him to strive to get more points, so we're going to set a season goal for him. Did Dahlin win the Norris? He did not, no. He didn't simulate enough. 40 apples for Owen Power is definitely doable. Definitely doable. Let's go to TNT Thompson. Let's give him a goal challenge to score 40. Season goal. Long term. Stat-based challenge. 40 goals. There we go. So that will upgrade his wrist shot accuracy and slap shot accuracy. Should be good. And then Devin Levi, I'll give you another season goal, as you are probably going to be our starter through and through. Long-term goal. Win 45 games. Number 1 job. Win the Vezina. Just number 1 job, I guess. Oh, man. The goalies really don't have the greatest season goals. I'll be honest. They don't. All right, everybody else can stay the same. I'm going to actually look at any contracts that need extending. Zach Benson needs to be extended. Elite medium potential. We can wait on Zucker and Kane. Not too worried about that. Kulik, not worried also. All right, so it's really Zach Benson. What is he looking for? I think Matt Savoy will become a 60-point player. He can, yeah. 3 years at 4-4. Can we give him another season? He doesn't really want another season. Can we lower that a little bit? Can we go like 4-3 at 3 years? I'm going to go for 4-2, 3 seasons for Zach Benson. I think that's pretty solid. That's a bridge deal. Bang. There we go. I won't tell him. Is Brian gone? I'm heading off to Buffalo Wild. I'm going to meet up with my parents and buy them some wings. Nice, brother. You have fun. You have fun. New conversation with the coach. Okay. Season goal. Looking at the roster on paper, this team is good enough to make the playoffs this season. We should attend, or contend, to a Stanley Cup. Contend for a goddamn Stanley Cup, please. Coaching, yeah, body checking. I'll go conditioning again. Brian is gone. Brian is indeed gone. Who is Brian? There we go. We locked up Zach Benson. Not long term, but 3 years is pretty decently long. Beautiful. All right, year number 3 for the Quebec City Nordiques. A solid year number 1. Solid year number 2. Even better of a year number 2. And if the projections stay the same, this team eventually is going to take home that Stanley Cup. Let me overwrite the save file, and let's get the season sim underway. Brian is a cocksucker. Damn, okay. Tell me how you really feel. Tell me how you really feel. He stubbed his toe? Who stubbed his toe? All right, let's sim to the end of November. Good 2 month of the start of the season. I got a golf ball to the head this morning. How did you do that, brother? Are you not concussed? Pretty sure you would be concussed if that was the case. I am? I don't know whether I want to believe you, honestly. I don't know. 8-2-1, a very strong start to the season. That's good, man. We got to have a strong start. We got to be at the top of the division. 11-2. Beautiful. We're winning a lot of hockey games. An extremely strong start for the Quebec City Nordiques. 13-3-1 to start the season. That is how we do it here in Quebec. Beautiful. It hurts to watch videos, but it's worth watching your dope videos, brother. If you are watching a screen and it hurts to watch, just turn the screen off. Get into a very dark room and enjoy yourself. Can I join on hating Brian? I guess so. I guess everybody hates Brian. Hawksfan, the only mod who's been the stream, period. That's crazy. That is insane. On a Sunday, on a weekend, in the summer? Damn. Damn. Chat, type 1 if you want to become a mod. 20-6 record. Very solid for Quebec. Good start to the year, boys. Good start to the year. Sack the other mods. Hi, how are you? No. Maybe we need a temporary mod. Here we go. Don't do it. Why don't do it? Why not? 23-8-2, man. We're actually a unit, and we're only third. We're only third in our division. Oh, God. The Atlantic is a bloodbath, dude. An absolute bloodbath. I've been here the entire stream, just haven't been typing because Pasta pisses me off. Shut the fuck up, Hell. You piss me off, dude. You piss everybody else off in the Discord, and that's why they call you fat. That's why they hate on Joseph Wall. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Pasta be mod baiting. Hey, you got me. You got me. You stream every day? Pretty much, yeah. The odd day I won't stream, but for the playoffs, we only missed 1 day. The entirety of the postseason in the NHL for 2 months, essentially, we missed 1 day. And then after Game 6 of the Cup Finals, I took a day off there, too. And we've been live every day. This is fun for you, isn't it, Pasta? This is very fun, yeah. What is fun? Streaming? Of course. Tons of fun. Are there other new teams to make the division equal? No, there's not. Pelly was hiding in the shadows. He thought he was Batman. He literally thought he was Robert Pattinson hiding in the shadows. He is the shadows. At least Pelly showed up. Pelly didn't show up. He wasn't moderating the chat. Do I wear a seatbelt? Obviously. Who doesn't wear a seatbelt? Still mad at what Skinner did with the puck after he didn't catch it. So Reinhardt, I mean, dude, we scored 1 goal that game. We weren't going to win either way. Watching all the ones get flooded in. These streams are goated. Appreciate it, bud. We go live every single day. So if you guys are new here, enjoy the live streams or the videos. Subscribe to the channel. Road to 50,000 subs on the horizon. And join our Discord as well. Link is pinned at the top of the chat. All right, 38-18-4. Should be safely a playoff team, honestly. And I mean, we're doing very well. Do we want to add anybody for our playoff run? Let's head into the trade deadline. We are a conservative buyer. Enter the trade deadline. Great streams. Appreciate it, buddy. Love your videos. You make my day. Thank you, brother. All right, top 10 players. Let's just go to the best available players. So Quinn Hughes on the market. We're not getting him. Wallstat, no. Hamilton, no. Mark Stone. How much does he make? He makes 9.3. Chat, do we go after Mark Stone? That could be a guy we go after. Vince Dunn's got 1 year left on his deal. Another guy. Hampus Lindholm's got some term. What do they want? They want a top 2 defenseman. First round draft pick for Jarrett McCann. You know what? He's got clause protected, though. Clause protected. I hate that, dude. Philip Hedl, 87 overall. Great. Who got traded? The New Jersey Devils have acquired... Who have they gotten? Picks and Sundqvist? Okay. That's very interesting. And Pavel Zacha at an 86 overall. That definitely would be a rental. You know what? I don't think I'm going to sign anybody, chat. I'm going to go ahead with our forward core that we have. We need a good young player with good potential, though. We're not going to find that at the trade deadline. They got Cody Glass. They got Cody Glass, brother. All right, 38-19-4. What are we looking like individually here? Let's see. We score the 10th most goals. We are the best defensive team in hockey. So we definitely need to score more. Although, Tage Thompson has 85 points. Whoa, damn. Pelly hasn't been typing or doing his job. Nope. What is new? Justo, I think you'll have to ban someone else. Someone else might have to take on the Pelly, daily Pelly ban. I'll take it. Bella. Pelly does not do his job. He does mod abuse, though. Did Lee Fan start that? I'm pretty sure Lee Fan did start that. The mod abuse trend. Oh, no. We're actually slowing. Why? Why do my teams always slow down after the deadline? Slow your speech down, you cocksucker. 88 points. Wildcard spot. We should be safely in a wildcard, though, so I don't think we're going to miss. Chat, join the Discord. Looking for people to join our 25 NHL server mock draft. There it is. Discord is pinned at the top of the chat, boys. That makes me sad. Pelly's the reason I'm going to cry myself to sleep tonight. You're not going to cry if OKC wins, Justo. Don't lie. If they win, you're going to have a celebratory beer. Maybe a few. Maybe 4 or 5, honestly. Trade deadline collapse. It happens every team I take over in any of these NHL video games. It was bad last year, too. It was probably worse in NHL 24, but it's pretty bad in 25 as well. Not going to lie. Will not lie to y'all. Justo, you know, KC fan, he is. He's from Oklahoma City. I have work tomorrow. I limit myself to 2. That's good. You have boundaries, and you know when to stop. You're not a certified alcoholic. If Pelly cried, he would be crying Big Mac. Oh, my God. Fat jokes are out of hand. They are out of hand. Wow, the Atlantic is so good that we are a 50-win wildcard team. Just think about that right now. We won 51 games, and we are a wildcard team. That's brutal, man. Absolutely brutal. All right, the 25-26 season. What were we? 51? 51, 27, and 12? 4. There we go. We had 106. All right. I don't believe it. This division is so utterly loaded. We are a 51-win hockey team, and we are literally a wild card team. Toronto, they were the top of our division, 56 wins on the season for the entire NHL. They won the President's Trophy, but Toronto would be at the top of our division and the entire NHL, winning the President's Trophy, 56 wins. We were a top 17, 51, 27, and 4 was our record. Very, very solid. I'm not on a computer. If they lose, I will also limit myself to 2. Tage Thompson, holy hell, 64 goals, 119 points, by far and away his best season of his NHL career. Zach Benson was solid with 77. JJ Peterka had a 30-goal season. Alex Tuck was good. Dahlin was solid. Bowen Byram had 61. And for Devin Levi, a solid .912 save percentage with 3 shutouts and 42 wins. Beautiful year by QC, man. Beautiful. Beautiful season. Connor McDavid will go ahead and lead the league in scoring, 129 points. On the goal side, P. Shorzy has arrived. 20 years of age and already potting 80 goals a season. That is absolutely insane. Joseph Wall had the most wins in the NHL at 47. Devin Levi was not far behind. And the most shutouts would end up going to Andrei Vasilevsky at 8 on the year. It will be a rematch of last season. It is going to be a rematch up against the Rangers in round number 1. Obviously, they're going to want to get the revenge after we dummied and dusted them last season. And we want to make it to the Stanley Cup Finals because we only made the conference finals. We have to take that next step in our development towards bringing a cup back to Canada. Beautiful. I have to stream on my Xbox for sound and also my phone to type in the chat. Really? Damn. If I get banned or timed out by Pelly, Elite Hawks fan, please unban me if that happens. Oh my god. All right, ladies and gentlemen, a solid start to the GM mode here with the Nordiques. As now we're going to save the playoffs till next time. If you didn't already, hit that sub button. We go live every single day. Also, join our Discord. Link is pinned, top of the chat. We'll be back tomorrow night, probably around the same time as today. Appreciate you guys coming out. I thank you all for watching. And until next time. Don't be silly, wrap your willy.